Hello everyone, my name is Akira, and today I want to talk a little bit about Yareli. As you can see, I'm currently on the level cap survival on her while riding Merulina. And I honestly just can't stand the fact that I looked through like 15 videos of her and I haven't found like a single video where anybody was using Merulina like actually riding on her. They were always using the augments for like disabling it, and no, I mean I reached the level cap. It's my first ever level cap ever, and I wanted to do it on Yareli just out of spite, honestly. One thing was like one out of spite, and the second thing is I wanted to get rid of my own disbeliefs in one, that you can't do level cap with an AoE weapon. As you can see, Akarius is doing perfectly fine. I know it's the strongest AoE weapon in the game, but I mean, it's still an AoE weapon, right? And second is that can Merulina actually survive on level cap, and can I carry it all the way to it? And as you can see, yeah, I have 16 million HP Merulina. I lost my 22 million one somewhere. I don't know where it is. I don't know how long ago I've lost it. At this point I'm too lazy to bother. I can easily kill the acolytes. Yeah, I got like 224 steel essence critical. I have never used like a single like melee kill or whatever. Where is that? The melee kills like 0. Use the abilities. I think those stats actually lie, because I died once, like right around level 9200, and I'm pretty sure I've used way more abilities than 2000. But whatever, I don't trust game stats. It tells I didn't die, but what I actually did. So yeah. Also, that was a very stupid death. So yeah, Merulina can absolutely survive on level cap enemies. She scales just fine. Just fine. I can heal her super easily with just my sea snares. I can survive. Oh my god, terrifying. I can survive it easily. There's no problem with that. Okay, so I think after my first ever level cap, I can extract and just, you know, finally stop with all of this. Damn it, the void. The void is a curse tile set. Do I go here? Yes, I do in fact go here. Alright, I'm done. First level cap, yay! Oh my, 59, nice. What else did I get? Got some steel essence, you know, a bit of resources. Never actually did it. Cool. So yeah, basically I was spite because nobody was using Merulina, and I couldn't find a single video where anybody actually was. So I decided that it's my turn to take everything into my hands and, you know, just do a proper Merulina survival. She scales absolutely fine. I didn't expect that it's gonna survive like that easily, but it does in fact survive that easily. Damn, that was an accident. Okay, so yeah, tells me I have yeah, I definitely have way more procs than that. The mission stats lie, that's for sure. Am I in the leaderboards, by the way? No, back. I should be in the leaderboards, should I not? Like, I've done more than 8 hours, come on. I should be somewhere in the leaderboards. Where am I? Hasn't it updated yet or something? I know. Oh, wait. Steel path. Right. Yeah, here I am. Place 357. Cool. What? I'm not the first in between my clanmates? Huh, I'm actually not even here. 19 hours, I'm not even here. 19 hours, yeah, I'm not even in the leaderboards, damn. Only between, what, my personal one? Yeah, it's just my personal one, just what was that? 8 hours, 37 minutes. You can actually, oh, you can just check my profile. Alright, so no. I understand why people don't like Yareli, like her original playstyle as much. It's because you have to actually learn something new, you have to be uncomfortable with it for some time. I'm on Merulina for only 3 days, mind you. I haven't used Merulina or K-Drives pretty much at all before Yareli Prime came out. Like, I absolutely hate K-Drives, and as a K-Drive hater, I love Merulina and I love Yareli. I love her unique playstyle, her unique movement. It's a breath of fresh air, which I finally have a reason to max out and use in anywhere, like besides just those roads in Orb Valleys, which is pretty much a content island, right? Yareli herself is kind of a content island, except she's a warframe and she has a prime now. You can actually get her rather easily, so there is that. I am the type of person who would take Blink in Destiny 2, if you know what I mean. And my idea with this survival was first, as the same thing as I do in Destiny, it was a spite sort of thing. I wanted to see if the developers have actually balanced the unique movement thing around the entire game, and if you can actually move the same way as normal people do. And well, unlike in Destiny, where Blink cannot be used in most parkour puzzles, in Warframe you can actually get pretty much anywhere on Merulina. The only exception being some ventilations on old corpus style sets, and I think Ares is the worst nightmare I've ever had. But for the most part, I still haven't like dismounted Merulina, and I've gone around all the places. It's still clunky, I'm still learning, obviously 3 days in, but I would highly encourage you to try it out, because it's like really fun. And if it's something that you like, you get bored of Warframe, maybe for example you're like me, you have 53 damn Warframes, 54 Warframes, and 53 of them feel similar. Even the flying ones are pretty much just flying. You can go out and try Yareli, right? She's not like the other 59 Warframes we have right now. She has unique movement, like actual unique movement, and I'm all down for it. You know, it's pretty fun. And I don't really like the way community treats her, and she'll probably be a forgotten Warframe after the Prime hype settles down and nobody will actually play with Merulina. So I wanted to have at least one video on YouTube where somebody actually uses it. You know, and again, I hate K drives because they're useless for the majority of the game, because they're a content island, they are a pain in the ass to do, and they don't really reward you with anything. Yareli, however, rewards you with more fun in the origin system, and I'm all down for that. You know, I proved the fact that I can get around on Merulina, you know, perfectly fine. It's comfortable enough for me. I already feel myself like a fish in the water, not out of the water at least, so that's better. And two is that yes, Merulina can actually level cap, which is pretty fun. You don't even need to bother too much with its survivability. I was like fine on 10 to 16 million Merulina by the end of like level 9000 plus, which is pretty fun. So yeah, I think that's mostly everything I have to say about Yareli. As for my opinion, I would say I cannot call her a good frame, no matter what. I've seen tier lists, and the highest her rank has ever been is B tier, and I have to agree with it, because like aqua blades are kind of useless unless you're modding specifically to kill with them. But then again, the KPM will be worse than that for sure. I'm not certain about KPM of that build. I haven't extensively tested it out yet. Probably will, like I do with most of my builds. I mean, I finally got MR 30. I have 54 warframes. It just kind of dawned on me how much time I've spent testing multiple builds on every single one of those, and Yareli will be no exception, right? She will not be. Her Riptide, I honestly barely feel it. Like meh. It's a one singular pull line of sight check gathering ability. I mean, it's alright, but like that expensive? Like holy hell, it's only good for shield gating, I would say. Like sometimes when you just want to have some breathing room, and you need more shields, there is that. The sea snares, how the hell are they a two-handed animation which cancels your shooting and reloading, while Riptide is a one-handed ability which does not? Like, how? Why? Why? Make sea snares one-handed ability, please. Oh my god. The amount of times I almost got screwed with Akarius reload because those are the two-handed ability, that was pretty bad. Now what? One more thing I wanted to say about Yareli is that I get it. People hate those restrictions she imposes on you, and there are two pretty huge restrictions. Not only does she restrict you to her unique movement, which you have to use. Thank God there is an augment that exists for people who don't want to do it. But there is another restriction, is that you have to use only your secondary. So no primary, no melee, no extra parkour speed, no extra movement stuff, no like armor strip, dagger shenanigans, nothing. You just use your secondary and that's it. And I get it, but most people will just say straight up nope and slap an augment on this thing and enjoy 4 seconds of invincibility every time they cast it. But if you want some new stuff to play with, and especially if you're like me and if you're on a mindset that I finally have a reason to learn K-drive movement, I finally have a reason to take out my secondary and actually use it, and I'm happy to be able to do both at the same time even, and I'm like I'm really excited about Yareli. I love playing her. I can't wait to play her even more. I just sat 8.5 hours into this survival and I want to play more of her. I mean, it was just like that fun. I didn't even notice how quickly the time had passed. So, yeah, pretty cool. No helmith instead of aqua blades. Usually you would put something instead of aqua blades, but there were a couple of reasons not to. One is that you cannot cast abilities while on Merulina, and my main challenge was to never dismount Merulina unless I have to recast it or unless I accidentally uncast it. And second, you cannot cast the helmith abilities on Merulina, and those which do stay have to be either very long-lasting buffs or channeling abilities. The most brain-dead thing you could think of is Gloom, but then you give yourself a problem in a way that you cannot heal Merulina to get its augment activated, because Gloom will heal it before Sea Snares, and that means that you will never get the augment proc unless you kill an enemy which is not affected by Gloom but is affected by Sea Snares, which is already a little bit uncomfortable and unrealistic, especially given the range that I have on her. So I just opted not to go for Gloom, especially considering that it would heavily restrict my energy gains as well, which is not something I'm fine with on a 130 efficiency build. Speaking of the build, let's finally talk builds, because you're probably here for that as well, right? So there are two Talforge casting speed Archon Shards, and I was thinking about slapping either more strength or more duration or more casting speed up to the maximum. I honestly don't even know what I want in her at this point. She's like, there is a flex here. You can flex with a lot of stuff. I also must mention that I regret taking Panzerwolf with me. I forgot to take Nautilus because I was doing relics, and I took Panzer instead of Nautilus. Nautilus would have been miles better. However, Panzer has saved me approximately 50 times from dying, so huge props for that. Huge props to that guy. I only died once because like I cast my Merulina on accident and there was a nullifier bubble and I just couldn't escape it soon enough. I couldn't recast it or some stuff, and I couldn't kill enemies with my operator, and I died. That was a shameful death. Anyway, I digress. Zeneric obviously, because like more energy is never bad, and this build is not made for survival, it's made for everything else. It's made for exterminates, for captures, for defenses, whatever. Anything the game throws at you which is not like idle hunt or something, you can do with it. I mean, I hate the fact that people build their stuff around survival and they just say the warframe is so good, it has over 100 kpm, and they show they have like primed flow and equilibrium. And now, come on baby, do an exterminate with this stuff, with only the solar energy you got, with no Zeneric, with 45 efficiency, with no gear. That's what Archimedia is. You think you can do it? I don't think so. I hate those like stupid things that most people do. They just do a survival build and that's it. Mine is not. It's just a standard shield gating setup. As you can see, pretty much all standard mods, just 130 efficiency, 144 strength. I slumped strength just because I could, you know, because why not? More strength for Sea Snares. That's pretty much all it does. Really, you don't even need strength in this build, kind of. It's just that there is not much you can put here, honestly. Range, I also barely feel usefulness of Riptide. The only thing that kind of felt cool was Sea Snares, but I already cast them pretty close to enemies anyway. It's just that those which went through and chased further enemies who were further away. I mean, yeah, I can kind of feel those 52 meters, kind of, but it was like pretty rare occasions. I would say you can drop like strength and range a little bit more, maybe, perhaps, if you wanted something else, something extra. There are like 2 more augments. This one of them is usable with this. Oh, sorry, it's late at night. It's like 3 AM for me. So anyway, brief respite, prime sure-footed. Yes, I know I don't need it, but I actually got knocked down while playing without it, while simply recasting Merulina. I am not going back to those nightmares, right? I am not. Point clear. Umbrella Intensify, Primed Continuity, Catalyzing Shield, Rolling Guard, Merulina Guardian, Streamline, Stretch, Augur, Reach. Arcane Energize is necessary here because without it you do not have enough energy to sustain yourself if you get yourself in trouble and you have to shield gate out of it. And Arcane Pistolier for infinite secondary ammo. It's pretty much the best thing you can slap here. However, if you can tolerate ammo issues, if you're not using something like Akarius, and especially the one with no primed ammo mutation, you can swap this out for Aegis. It will be better just for survivability. However, I really enjoy Pistolier, and it increased my KPM dramatically. It works for AoE weapons as well. You can't proc it, and as you could see in my gameplay footage, there was infinite ammo quite often. You know, I would say I procced it around 300-400 times maybe. Feels like something around that. So that's it. That's pretty much the standard setup. No evade or anything, nothing else. I must explain why 130 efficiency only. At first I was going with maximum efficiency like I usually do. However, because you can only realistically shield gate with sea snares, you have to see like the energy that you get, which gets converted to shields, is very small. It is very small, and she already got a lot more shields. Even with catalyzing shields, you would have to spend more energy to convert it into more shields, so that you can actually shield gate on a comfortable timer. I'm not sure what 33 shields out of 130 shields give me in terms of the timer. It feels like I have around 0.4-ish seconds, which is actually rather comfortable for me, right? As you could see from my gameplay, I haven't died for as long as I was there. I only died once in the footage, in the gameplay entirely, after like 8.5 hours. So if you want to stay on Merulina for as long as possible, you definitely need an augment. You need brief respite, you need catalyzing shields, you need 130 efficiency or something along those lines to be able to comfortably shield gate. Right, that's kind of the approach that you have to go for if you want to stay on the board for the longest time. There is also the alternative build, which simply features Aegis and Loyal Merulina, and there is Nourish. This is the build that probably most people run with. You know, you could slap 175 efficiency so that you would get more. What was that? More sea snares from Loyal Merulina, which do stack with those for increased 488% damage and vulnerability. Yeah, pretty cool. I called it the boring, I guess you know why. The Aqua Blades build, kind of in the testing right now. Kind of want to replace one of these mods for Roland Guards with an Omniforma, and then just go from there. Maybe slap some more Archon Shards for strength or duration, whatever I feel like. She kind of doesn't need more than one casting speed Archon Shard, maybe all 5? I'm not sure. I will see later. I don't know what I want from her. I haven't used Torrid at all, I just took it because why not? Ferox Wraith only has Amalgam Ferox body count for extra fire rate on secondaries. And the star of the show, Akarius, which probably ranked up much higher than oh yeah, oh my god, that's a lot. So yeah, the standard Enervate build, nothing too fancy, no ribbons, no anything, not even a primed pistol mutation, which I really wish I had, but I don't have it. Right, there is just Enervate, which is just a crazy arcane, which allows me to reach like tier 4 crits, damn it, while having 18% crit chance. Fine, absolutely balanced arcane, truly. There is the Nourish version with Convulsion, of course, pretty much standard AoE, secondary. So my Spore Lacer has like the exact same one. I could take Spore Lacer, but I decided to go with something that's much stronger. Akarius are stronger because they have Blast, and Blast is crazy on this weapon as well. So yeah, and the companion, I kind of have to showcase my Panzer. I don't think there is anything too fancy here, and there were resources, 3 Panzer mods, Tenacious Bond, Reinforced Bond, Shields for Reinforced Bond, Primed Animal Instinct, Fetch, pretty much it, right? Nothing too special, just a standard build profile with no extra stuff from here. I don't even have the Shocking Claws to proc Archon Stretch. I don't even have that synergy here. I could have it. Now that I think about it, I should probably get around getting Shocking Claws. But who cares, right? I did the level cap without it. You don't judge the victor. I wish I went with Nautilus though. Nautilus has skill priming build, which looks like this. I'd probably be able to trigger Duplex Bond eventually as well. And Hellstrom has viral, magnetic and heat, and that would be very good for priming, especially magnetic, because I really lacked overguard damage. But the fact that I was able to breeze through level cap without magnetic, it's really good, you know, it's really damn good. The buffs from the augment, the Merulina Guardian, are pretty damn crazy. 200 fire rate and reload for secondaries, damn, that felt amazing. Absolutely annihilating everything with Akarius, finally dusted them off after ages of not using them. Yeah, I really enjoyed Yareli. I hope this will encourage people to try her out in her more intended playstyle as well. I guarantee you it's not that difficult to learn Merulina. It took me 3 days and I already feel comfortable on it. Just don't use the left and right movement keys unless you're dashing in that direction, and do not sprint unless there is a clear pathway in front of you and you can actually like sprint there. Dashing is the most important thing. It's the best way to move across the map with Merulina, and your mouse has to do the majority of the movement. Learning jump heights and where you can jump, where you can dash through, it can take a bit of time, but you'll get there. It's not the end of the world, right? It's kind of funny that I, as a K-Drive hater, am trying to encourage people to play K-Drives. I'm talking Merulina specifically. I don't encourage you to go and master any of the K-Drives. I mean, I don't have them, like a single one, I believe. Yeah, I don't have a single one maxed out. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm sorry I have got a burnout from Warframe for 2 months and I haven't recorded my Ash video. I recorded it 3 times and the next day I quit the game. I will probably record that and the other exalted melee weapon warframes eventually, if there is a demand, right? If people like actually ask for it, maybe I will do it on my own, maybe not. But for now, I just wanted to talk about Yareli real quick, and I spent like my entire weekend today just doing this stuff to honestly just out of spite. That's it, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.